Welcome again then, and we hope you're ready for another fantastic session as the teams prepare to unleash their cars for qualifying at the Canadian Grand Prix. With the weather as it is today, Anthony Davidson, we have, to some extent, to throw the form book out of the window. Who do you see having the advantage on this slippery, unpredictable track surface?
The trouble is, Crofty, they need to be thinking about the race tomorrow. You don't want to go jacking up the ride heights and piling on a few points of extra downforce that you're not going to want in the Grand Prix itself. The Parc Fermé regulations mean that you have to make that choice. The best thing the drivers can do is adapt with the tools they have available in the cockpit. Moving the brake bias forward will help stop the rear end slipping out under braking, and opening up the differential can really help tame the oversteer on corner exit. The drivers that can make best use of these techniques will have the best chance for success here today.
Well, that's further back than we'd like, but don't worry about it. Just means more fun for us tomorrow.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top three today. Hamilton, Vettel and Max Verstappen. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Obviously, I expected a better session, but these things happen from time to time. Try to make up for it in the race.
We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The event first moved to a variant of this track back in 1978. It was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race, and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed. We'll be seeing top speeds of around 210 miles an hour here at the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around two-thirds of the lap taken at full throttle. High-speed chicanes spell potential danger, especially at the infamous Wall of Champions. And watch out for overtaking into the hairpin and the final chicane. A warm welcome to Anthony Davidson, who's beside me in the commentary box today. Let's start by getting your take on Romain Grosjean. As ever, the threat of unreliability is never far away, and indeed they'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change. So it's going to be a difficult task to move forward from there.
But on the bright side, at least those fresh components can help them maintain the power they need to come through the pack. I expect to see them take a more aggressive approach today to make up for the compromised start.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Raikkonen, Charles Leclerc and Sainz, Albon, Stroll, Giovinazzi and Daniel Ricciardo, Russell, Kubica, Nico Hülkenberg and Kvyat, Gasly, Perez, Lando Norris and Mr. Monaco. Grosjean, they've taken a grid penalty, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
We need to be doing better than this. Let's push hard. All right, well done off the line. We're in a good position. DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone. Okay, we're hitting the rated limits on the MGU-H. The power unit is going to be more prone to overheating. Okay, you need to give that position back. That was an illegal overtake. This is your final lap of the race. Alright, we're seeing a loss of power from the turbocharger now. Loss of power on the turbo. If you continue to cut corners, the stewards will give you a penalty. Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Ferrari have really pulled it out of the bag today. It's a great win. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
I'd say it was down once again to good, consistent driving, nailing the corners, working to the track conditions and perfecting the team's strategies. They got all of these things right today and the results speak for themselves.
Here come our winners now. A thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Well, you can't fault anything that Sergio Perez did out on the track today. He drove flawlessly, making him an easy pick.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. No change in the top spot, but with today's points, their hold on the lead is getting weaker. Another team that will be satisfied with this Grand Prix is Alfa Romeo, whose good result moves them further up the championship. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
You were cutting your way through the field during the race.
Do you have any comments about the collisions? Your team hasn't been investing in development of the car recently. What's the reason behind that? Great. Well, that's everything.